Hello guys and welcome back to Tackling Health. Today in lesson 2 we are going to be focusing on our power and strength movements. We are going to be mimicking the training of a forward, so really focusing on building that muscle and getting some strength. So today we're going to be focusing on 10 exercises, so we've got 10 exercises in 10 minutes and we're going to be spending a minute on each exercise. The whole point of today's session is to be building power and strength, so I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so to start with we are just going to get warm, so make sure you have got an appropriate space. I have got a mat underneath me which is a non-slip mat, therefore I can train in socks. If you have wooden floors, please make sure you have got some shoes on, just to make sure you don't fall over. So just to start with, we're going to get warm, so I want you to be bouncing from one foot to the other, just like this, nice, easy, light bounce. So we're just beginning to warm up the body, get it warm, and we're going to be staying here for a little while, just getting that body warm. Alright guys, we're now going to come into some bum kicks. So heels to bum, stretching out those quads, that's the front of the legs. Trying to get that body as warm as possible. Alright, and back to your little toe jumps. Good, okay, this next one we're going to come into our jump downs. So with our jump downs we're going to go jump, jump, wide squat down. Jump, jump, wide squat down. Notice my knees come out to the sides of the rooms, my bum comes down, and we're sitting into that squat. So on your toes, we're going to do 10 jump downs. So when we're ready, 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1, 2, good. And that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work guys, back on the toes. Keep it nice and warm. We'll do one more round of bum kicks and then one more round of those jump downs. So if we go bum kicks. Alright, keep it moving. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and straight into jump downs. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Good work, well done guys. Hopefully we're all nice and warm now and we're ready to get started. So today our first exercise is going to be a squat. We're going to be making sure that we have got our feet about hip width apart. We're going to be sinking our weight into our heels and sitting back as if we're going down into a chair. So we're sitting back into that squat and then driving up through our heels. So what we're going to be doing is imagining we're sitting down. So for our first 15 seconds, we're just going to be squatting down and driving up. So squat down, drive up. Squat down, drive up. We're then going to be changing up a bit, so follow it along with me and you should be feeling it working into your glutes and into your quads. So down, drive up through the heels. Sitting down, driving up through the heels. Alright, good work guys. So we've got 5 more seconds here. And then we're going to be holding that down. So after we go, we're going to just sit into that squat. We're going to be holding here for 15 seconds. So really imagining that we're sitting back into the chair, weights in the heels, so we should be able to wiggle those toes at the bottom. And up we go. So we're now going to slowly lower. 1, 2, 3, hold down and come up. 1, 2, 3, hold down, drive up, good. 1, 2, 3, hold down, drive up. Now we're just going to be going sitting down and driving up back into those original squats. So we should really be feeling it into our legs, focusing onto that time under tension. For 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, so now we're going to be focusing on one leg at a time. We're going to be coming into our lunges. So you have got different options here. We're going to come into a reverse. So your simple option is reversing, lunging, and coming back up. So simply down and driving up. Again, the weight is in the heel of that front leg. So when we get down into our lunge position, we should be able to wiggle the toes. Our knee is at a 90-degree angle and our other knee is also at a 90-degree angle, and driving up through the heel. Option 2, if you want to make it a bit harder, we're going to step back and then we're going to drive that knee up. So we've got a bit of balancing here to do as well. So stepping back and driving up. Our other exercise, so our hardest option, stepping down and then jumping up. Stepping down and jumping up. So it's entirely up to you what you'd like to do. We've got a whole minute's worth of work. Let's go. And now we're going to be doing exactly the same, but onto the other leg. Our next exercise is a lateral lunge. So starting in the middle, we're going to be taking a big step out to one side, lunging down and coming up. So we're going to do one side first and then come on to the other. We're going to spend 30 seconds just doing our regular lunges and driving up. And then our final 30 seconds is going to be a lunge pulse. So we're staying down here and we're just driving up through the heel, bending our leg and straightening that leg. So really working into our legs. Off we go. And now we're going to be doing the same on the other side. So remember, we want to be feeling it on that inner thigh and also when we're pulsing into that quad. Off we go. So pushing the hips back and driving up. our next exercise is a plyometric deadlift. So what we're going to be doing is working on our balancing skills as well as our strength skills. We're going to be on one leg and we're going to hinge forward at the hips. So our hips are coming back, we're coming forward. We want to get to the point where we've got a nice flat back and we're feeling the stretch in the leg that is holding us up. So on that bottom leg. So we're going to be hinging forward, balancing, balancing, balancing. And then what we're going to do is then jump up, landing flat. Forward, jumping up, landing flat, okay? So we're going to do a minute on each leg. Are we ready? Let's go. So for our next exercise, we're going to be onto the floor. We're coming into our different ranges of abdominal movements. So lying onto our back, we're going to first start with a crunch. So all we want you to do is lift our shoulders up off of the floor, squeezing into that core, relaxing down. I like to hold my neck just to give it some support. I'm not lifting for my neck, I'm still letting my abdominals do the work, but my hands are just there for support. So we're going to go for a minute with our crunches, but we're going to change it up. So each time we hit 15 seconds, we're going to do something a little bit different. Are you ready? Holding up around the shoulders. Bring our legs out and in. Keep those shoulders rounded. Alright, keep the legs laying up. Tapping the toes. Bring them up. Keep those shoulders up off the floor. Rounded shoulders. Alright, last one. We're now changing the heels. Keep that moving for 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this time we're going to be working onto our lower body again. So staying lying onto your back. We're going to be focusing on pushing the hips all the way up to the ceiling. So all we're going to be doing is pushing up, squeezing onto the bum, and releasing down. So we've got 2 2 minutes of work here, and at each point that I select, we're going to change it up slightly. So it might be a single leg, it might be both legs, it might be a pulse, it might just be regular squeezing. Are you ready? Hips up and down. Squeeze, release. We're going to pulse, so keep it up, and we're just pulsing, so squeeze, 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 good, hips are staying up, keep going, squeeze, squeeze, alright, for 5, 4, 3, single leg now, so pull it up and down, so driving through that heel on the floor, up and down. Push through the heel and come down, good. Alright, 10 more seconds and we're changing legs. In 3, 2, 1, change legs. Push the hips up and down, good. Alright, nearly there. Final 15 seconds. For 3, 2, 1, and resting. Make sure you have a quick stretch out, so holding on to one foot at a time, knees together, little quad stretch. Changing. Taking a nice wide stance. Leaning forward, hands onto the floor. Come down to one side. Feel that stretch into the inner thigh here. And then changing over to the other side. Good, we go back to the centre, and then we just bring our heels and toes to meet each other. Slowly coming up. Make sure your head's the last thing to come up. Give your shoulders a little roll. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me again today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week we'll be back with our cardio endurance sessions. So we'll be training as if we are back this time. So we'll see you in the next one.